I thought getting every achievement in Jalopy would help me get more value out of the game. Instead, it completely changed how I see it. What should have been a short indie game about driving turned into dozens of hours spent driving, experimenting, upgrading, braking, and fixing. This is also the story of how my opinion changed from beginning to end. The tricks I learned, the bugs I had to deal with, and whether I'd recommend playing it after spending far more time with it than I ever intended. So, it all started here. We start the game by getting yelled at to wake up. After that, we go to the car, and Ankh guides us through the basics of the car we will be driving, a Leica. First, we find where the parts are at and put all of them in the car. This is also when I discover I can carry only 3 items at once. As the Ankh hands us the book used to choose a route, I notice that the lane marks are flickering. Weird, unharmful bug. After choosing a route, I start driving. Not long after I started complaining, I unlocked my first achievement. The engine sounds so bad. Oh, damn it. While we are driving, Anka explains some of the game's mechanics, like looting. And would you look at that, we arrive at Dresden for the first time. After we get to the motel, I saw Uncle lying on the bed with his briefcase open, and with a letter inside. Clicking on it allows us to read it. It also gives an achievement. Uncle always has a different letter depending on the place you are currently at. For now, I try to fill my half-empty water bottle, and it doesn't work. It was worth a try though. Looks like I can't. Before I leave the place, I decide to repair the car with an engine repair kit, and find out that it can be used 3 times. Later, I also find out the uses reset whenever you reset the game with a repair kit in the car. While driving on a dirt road, I spot an abandoned building and decide to go check it. I find locked wooden boxes. Since I can't open them, I continue driving. As I was driving, I hit something and I totaled the car. Oh, did I hit something? Oh, we are dripping something. We are definitely dripping something. I keep driving, or more like I limp to reach the next destination, just to find out what I was leaking. This is bad. We are definitely leaking something. I can hear it. I think we have more serious problems than your rambling, Unk. Really? The fuel. Oh, I ran out of fuel, huh? Oh, we are so cooked. We are so cooked. And since the engine is a two-stroke, we also lost all of our oil. I realize no matter what I do, the car wouldn't even start. So I admit that there is nothing I can do to salvage the situation, and I decide to restart, which sends you to the last country you departed from. Unfortunately, this doesn't fix the car. Then I try to return home option, which sends you back to Berlin, where you start the game. You also get the stock parts again, for free. I look at the manual of the car and find the page that shows what items are in the car. Interestingly, I can see what's inside the locked wooden box I picked up before. I walk into a store to buy a crowbar. This is a big upgrade. Now we can open those locked boxes and sell what is inside them. While I was driving at night, I saw a scrapyard. Since I don't have fuel to spare, I can't go inside for now. But from these places you can find any kinds of parts. If you're lucky, you will find a high-end part. And if you're not, you will just waste fuel. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you want to find these though, I recommend choosing the routes with the question marker. A little bit later, Strovo welcomes us for the first time. After pulling up to the motel, I realized I'm too broke to pay for a room. My attempts at getting money from Ankh fails, so I sell some stuff to the market. I stopped by a gas station while I was driving to Hungary and find some very cheap wine. On the same road, I also stumble upon an abandoned Leica with some very good parts in it. Always check these, you never know what they have. A little bit of driving and we arrive at Latania. As I was cleaning the car, I unlock an achievement. Before I head out, I realize my battery has gone flat. So I buy a new one from a Leica dealership. This is the place where you can buy different parts for your Leica, including cosmetic stuff and some very important upgrades I'm not aware of yet. The drive to Dubrovnik was pretty boring and nothing new happened, so I was on my way to Bulgaria and I realized some of the ground textures were flickering like crazy. The game has these visual bugs that are annoying but ignorable. As I arrived to Malko Tornovo, I accidentally put myself in a tough spot. No way. Good thing the game doesn't have fall damage. I also try to do some on-foot exploration, but there is nothing to be found like that. After that, I try to get the car unstuck. I somewhat get it into a better position and start driving carefully. Okay, we were somehow able to salvage the situation. While driving to Turkey, Ankh proposes that we paint the car red like Turkey's flag. This is the most Turkish thing you can do with a car, I suppose. Our tires give up as we arrive in Istanbul. After crossing the bridge, we have so many flat tires, the car just keeps spinning. We have blown another tire, and now we are spinning. After sleeping, we wake up to see weird lines on the ground for some reason. Must be another visual bug. I go outside of motel and the Ankh is gone. I read the letter in the suitcase he left and get an achievement about reading the Bulgaria letter. Sometimes these letters you can read don't change after you sleep. A little trick if you want to get that country's respective letter is restarting. By this point, I've played for about 5 hours, and I decide to go for every achievement. Because 5 hours just doesn't feel like enough. I drive back, but when I arrive at the border, they ask me to pay a fine. And since I am broke, I can't. And they won't let me through until I pay. I cannot pay it. You gotta be fucking kidding with me, you bastard. So naturally, I get pissed. I try to open my door and somehow flip the car 19 degrees counterclockwise. This, of course, totals the car. I restart and somehow I clip into car and this happens. I think I now clipped myself into the car. What a great experience. You know, I think I can drive the car like this. What an interesting bug. Okay, what will happen when I open this door? Or this one? What about the hood? Okay, this somehow worked. After whatever that was, I found another scrapyard. Using my own fuel tank and engine, I power up the gate and open it. I found a very good high-end carburetor and a lower-end carburetor. Okay, this is much more better, but its durability isn't good. I stumble upon a traffic jam to see a car upside down and an NPC that is just frozen in its place, causing the jam. I try to force my way through them, but it ends like this. Can you make a little bit of way, please? Oh, okay, I don't think this is good. Yeah. If you knock on the other doors in the motel, the guests give you money sometimes. The amount is usually very close to the cost of the motel. Also, if you restart after taking the money, you keep it. If you are willing to restart over and over, you can make money like this. I honk the horn until it burns out to get an achievement, and from this point on, I fully commit to getting every achievement. First, I unlock the simple stuff like the letters. Then, I start to go for selling stuff in countries at once. While I was trying to do that, canceling a transaction with a lot of cigarettes make them fly all around the place. At this point, I'm very tired of this game and got lazy with it. That's why I restarted the game. And since those items weren't in the car, they are gone for good now. Also, what you see on top of the car is a roof rack. This is the best upgrade you can get. It doesn't break and doubles your carrying capacity. Pretty good. Some of these achievements are surprisingly tricky. Sometimes the store NPC doesn't have enough money to buy all the items you have to sell at once. So what I like to do is to test how much money they have with Vine. See how much money they have roughly, buy items to increase their balance and sell enough Vine to at once unlock the achievement. We do this because the achievement demands a specific amount for a single transaction. That amount changes from country to country. After I buy a digital dash display and red paint, the digital dash display mainly shows the part's durability. It also shows when you have little fuel left or if your oil fuel mixture is not optimal. It's useful but not necessary. While I was driving, I came across a bug that causes road tires to clip into each other at different elevations, which blocks your path completely. I tried different roads and they were all like this. I even tried to drive in the river, and even that path was completely blocked. Restarting the game fixed it somewhat, I still couldn't proceed though. Another restart fixed it and I continued chasing the achievements. I upgraded the tool rack to the max level. This gives us a golden wrench that can repair any part of the car to its maximum durability. The tool rack is definitely the most valuable upgrade after the roof rack, and the reason why it isn't the most valuable is how much it costs to upgrade to its maximum level, which can fully repair every part. Then I fall down the map. I think this is a bug one we can use for achievements. You see, when you are falling, you're always speeding up, and as long as you press W, the game will register that as distance driven. This way we can get the achievements for driving 50,000 kilometers, 100,000 kilometers, and 999,999 kilometers. Also, the car starts glitching out and the part's durability also reduces as long as you are pressing W. At some point, the engine gives up because it runs out of gas or durability. I'm not really sure which one comes first. Okay, I think 50k is close. Will we get the achievement? We got the achievement. Interesting. I did some research and found a Steam guide made by Nurk, and my suspicions were correct. This bug can be caused on purpose. If you press escape as soon as you choose a route, you trigger this bug. Keep in mind the car will be in shambles after you restart or return home. Also, I don't know why, but after this, the odometer stops working normally. On top of that, the game doesn't give me achievement for 999,999 kilometers. After a very long and boring road trip, I also unlocked there and back. This achievement wants you to drive from Berlin to Turkey and then drive back to Berlin in one session. Then I steal some stuff from the market to unlock stealing achievement, which needs you to go back to main menu and come back for some reason. This also replaces all items in your car with trash bags and a sign, except the parts. My opinion of this game in the first 5 hours was that it's a fun little indie road trip game with your uncle as your passenger princess, where you drive and fix the car. However, after deciding to go for all the achievements, my opinion slowly started to change. I encountered bugs I would never have seen otherwise, and I unlocked all the major upgrades for the car. Some were very useful, while others felt like a scam. One thing I can say for sure is that this game gets worse the longer you play it, especially if you're grinding achievements. On top of that, some achievements aren't even guaranteed to unlock properly. I was trying to complete the max odometer achievement, but it didn't work. It was the only achievement I couldn't get, even though I should have. At this point, I think that's fine. I gave it my best shot and I couldn't finish it. Probably due to a bug. I bought this game at 90% discount. If you're still interested after watching this video, I'd recommend picking it up at a similar discount and playing until Uncle disappears. I think that's where the game naturally ends. Playing beyond that or trying 100%ing it just makes the experience increasingly frustrating and repetitive, also very boring. I kind of regret spending so much time on this game and trying to force things when they clearly weren't supposed to be forced. If anyone made it this far, thank you for watching.